Good day. My name is Nick. I'm a creative that directs, designs, illustrates, and animates.
I'm going to stop you there. Actually, I'm the one who illustrates and animates. I created you, after all. So it's.
What are you doing? Well, what are you actually doing?
I'm just saying, I created you. It's like,
I thought we agreed I would do the intro, and then you would do the boring stuff.
yeah, I was just making a joke because I thought it might be funny. You know.
Well, it's not funny. I mean, you meant to be speaking about the importance of humor in advertising.
No, I'm not speaking.
And that was not funny. That was not funny. Ugh, this is going terribly. This hasn't started well at all. This is terrible.
Okay, just don't make a scene here. Okay, we've come all the way to Joburg and.
I don't understand. Why are we even here? Can't we just give them a flash drive with our work on it?
You want to come to Joburg and give a flash drive? Just tell them about the work I've done, and then we.
Oh, the work you've done, your work. Ooh, look at me. I've made some YouTube videos. I'm out of here. I can't do this.
Okay, you can't go. I made you, and you have to do what I say. So.
Actually, I can go. Cheers. Watch me go. Cheers, guys. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm out of here. Cheers. Good luck, Nick. Bye.
Unbelievable. Never ever work with cartoons or animals. It's a good thing we got Gareth. Yeah, I was actually just going to do it with him.
The exit's actually this way.
Okay, and he's even pixelated. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Sorry, Gareth. It looks like you're up. Okay. Sorry. It was meant to just. I could only really trust myself, but now he's buggered off.
High five.
High fives. Okay. We don't get lapel mics. We just have to share this one, I think.
Hello, everybody.
It's creepy now.
Sorry about that. Okay. So how's it going, guys? We are from Cape Town. We are Derick and the Sunday Blues. We are comedians who some of you may have seen. Well, people who work at Cerebra have seen us instead of doing their actual work. So that's where all the hits are coming from, is from the Cerebra offices.
Maybe we should try and load up a video for the end so then we can get another hit.
I don't know.
Get a sweet 0.
Yeah, it's from a different IP address. I think it would work if you guys could all maybe just load that video up on your screens right now. You know, we'll wait. We're getting paid by the hour up here. So.
We just want to say thanks, Graham. That was really good. Thank you very much. Find him on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. You know, some of you may have paid your hard-earned money to see a 6'6" man just, you know.
I hope we can look as good as he does one day.
I do, you know.
Sometimes we look like that if the light catches us at the right angle. Huh?
No.
Oh.
So anyway, we about 2 years ago now, yeah, we had an idea, basically.
Yeah. We're just going to keep this very informal because we're not professionals. We're professional plebs, so we're just going to talk about our story. But yeah, basically 2 years ago, put your hands down, Gumby. 2 years ago, we just decided to eventually put one of our ideas into a tangible form that people can enjoy.
It was one of those things where we always spoke about, it's like, oh, wouldn't that be cool if we did that? Oh, that'd be funny, you know? Ha ha ha, cool, and don't do anything about it, you know?
And one day, after many braais, because we would braai on the balcony and get in trouble from the people that we were renting the balcony from, I just came to Gumby and I was like, let's do this, let's see what happens. We think it's funny, let's sit down and just see what YouTube does. I mean, at that time we were just thinking we were just going to reach South Africa, and we did not know what was to come down the line. And yeah, we just decided to put one of our ridiculous ideas into a tangible form, and then that was our first release.
Yeah, we kind of obviously got a kind of overwhelming response, and a lot of views came internationally as well, and stuff like major websites like Boing Boing in the States featured it as well. And things kind of changed from there, and we kind of realized that maybe this is something we could do. And we decided to actually carry on doing it instead of just going, that was cool, we had that one cool idea. And we put out a song called the Car Guard song after that. I don't know if you saw it. There was cocaine in it. It wasn't real cocaine, don't worry. It was heroin. And we even managed through, we've been really blessed in the fact that we have friends and people who believe in what we do, who help us out. And our cameraman was just like, by the way, my boss has an Audi R8. There's only like, what, 2 or 3 of them in the country? Something silly like that. And there was that story about a car guard in Cape Town. I don't know if you guys ever heard, where a guy just gave his R8 to 2 car guards in Cape Town. So 2 plebs managed to get an Audi R8 for a music video that cost them nothing. I think that's pretty kind of cool, right?
It is pretty kind of cool.
Kind of cool. I did good in English at school. It was a co-ed school, so it probably doesn't count. This is a video we did last year about the month of November, which also went kind of large internationally as well. Clearly, we both enjoy facial hair. I see there's some good facial hair here tonight, you know. Graham, you might have to step up your game. I'm sorry, I mean, that's the only criticism I have tonight. You know, like maybe next time if you could maybe, yeah, just grow your hair. Maybe braid your hair a little bit as well. That could be, you have nice eyes. Anyway, so anyway, like I think most of you may know us from sort of those live action videos, but we also have a different angle to our YouTube channel. We do animation as well. We have our own original, awkward, animated chat show called Chat Sandwich.
Yeah, so basically what we decided to start doing was we had a lot of fun doing our live action music because we are both musicians and we've just been doing stuff that came naturally to us. And eventually I thought, you know, what have I been doing most of my life? Watching cartoons, growing up watching cartoons, and I turned that into my career. I'm an animator by trade, as well as I've started now directing live action stuff as well. But I thought, look, let me take my knowledge of all of this and my skill set and, you know, see what I can do in my spare time and maybe enter into a bit of a different avenue. So we weren't just doing music and video. Let's see what happens if we put some cartoons out there and see what people think. But again, approaching it slightly differently. We thought, look, if we've got, you know, X amount of reach and we've got so many people watching us, you know, maybe we can reach out to some other successful YouTubers in other parts of the world that have even bigger followings, and then we can share in their fan base and their viewers. And, you know, using YouTube is pretty much like a social network that only people in South Africa are starting to recently realize its full potential.
Absolutely.
It basically is about networking, and we thought, look, let's contact some of these YouTubers. This is a girl called Zoella who's in the UK.
She has over 2 million subscribers on her channel. That's pretty mental.
It is crazy. And we figured, look, because we now are in different countries, we're not going to be able to just go and fly over there and just work with them whenever we want. But through the beauty of animation, let's get a hold of their vocal.
And the beauty of the internet, clearly, as well.
And the beauty of the internet. So what we did was we just came up with this concept and we thought, look, yeah, if you guys are keen, this is the stuff we've done, sent them some of our videos, and basically gave them a script, got them to record their audio and emailed it to us. Literally took like a day, probably. And then, you know, suddenly we've got this successful YouTuber from the UK in one of our videos, and it completely drives their audience towards our channel to watch it. And then their audience gets to know us, our audience will get to know them, and basically that's how networking really works well through YouTube.
It's a great way to grow your channel on YouTube as well. The cool, we've had several episodes of this as well. As you can see, so far we've had collectively 323,000 plus views on that. But where we've kind of had our most success, actually, is with these 2 little guys over here. Well, I mean, the main character is clearly the crocodile. I mean, he's definitely the better.
You think so?
I think he's clearly the most intelligent, sexy, probably a nicer person as well.
You think so?
I think so as well.
A little bit slimmer, a little bit more thin.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
But anyway,
So all in appearances.
Hippo and Croc is another series that we've started, and it's our slightly more edgy and risque kind of humor that we kind of like. And obviously that has kind of attracted a hell of a lot more attention than some of our other stuff, especially internationally. I mean, this video has helped us get onto sites such as Time Magazine's websites. We've been on Mashable.com, we've been on Will Ferrell's Funny or Die, we've been on the Daily Telegraph in the UK, FHM, Heat, all those kind of guys. And it's really cool that This again is very much our own dry, kind of awkward humor that you may have kind of picked up on this whole time. Is there anything you want to say about these two dudes?
I think the hippo is definitely quite a Kif character. I mean, he's definitely like what the people keep going back
Yeah,
for.
but he's kind of, he's like unwashed in a way,
Unwashed?
In his attitude and like in his hygiene. Moving right along, we've also had the pleasure of working with some cool people. You might recognize some of their faces in our videos, such as Michael Mole, Robin Furen, Leanne Williams. Guys like Art Matthews, Casper Lee, and Bo Bosch, who is an Afrikaans musician. En Afrikaans is plesierig. Ek hou baie daarvan. En ek wil al julle jolle kies hier vat, asseblief.
I don't understand what
Sorry, I don't know either.
Oh, we do everything ourselves. It's very true.
Even this presentation.
Gareth used PowerPoint. I don't know how he managed
Terrible.
to do that. It's amazing.
Terrible.
Yeah, I would
Thanks
have
for your help again, Graham.
Graham's been great.
He has, eh? He really has helped us.
He is so great. He's like been like the meat and potatoes of this whole evening. We've kind of been like that.
What are we like?
Like, when you finish your meal and you get that breath mint from Spur. It's like you think you want it, you put it in your mouth, I don't want this.
No, you throw it away.
You
You throw it away almost instantly. You just like before you get to the car.
And sometimes it just lands on the floor and some other person gets on their foot and they take it home with them.
Yeah.
And then they don't really want it in their home, but then somehow they find it in their home.
Yeah, it's a good pair of shoes as well. So you don't want to throw the shoes away because there's stuff stuck on it, and it's marriages have been torn apart by this kind of stuff. So we do everything ourselves, and from everything to the writing, we write our own stuff. We edit it, we animate it clearly. We now even do like the voiceover recordings and things like that ourselves.
Yeah, basically, so for us, what we find works really well is to have complete creative control over absolutely everything we do.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot of times people, one of the most asked questions in this whole multimedia online industry, I'm sure a lot of people have probably heard it here before, is, can you make us a viral video? And it's like...
We want to do a viral video.
and one of the hardest things is, from what I've picked up, also just working in advertising, is that whole too many cooks do spoil the
Absolutely.
broth. What?
I don't think anyone calls it broth anymore, though.
Okay. But too many cooks in the kettle ruin the... A watched pot never boils.
A boiled kettle is not an urn.
That's the one. So basically, you've moved on to the next slide, and I was still talking about...
No, I haven't. I didn't.
So basically, when there's too many approval processes, and I know this especially coming from an advertising industry, so many times a concept gets watered down or just kind of gets pulled apart, and that creative process somehow gets lost along the way, and you end up with a product that too many opinions have pretty much ruined it. And for us, I'd have to say that our strength is that the two of us will be able to sit down, have a beer, even over a braai, or even in, the plane coming here in the hotel room. We'll just talk crap the entire time.
I mean, you won't realize that now, clearly, but
But
it's kind of what we do best.
Yeah, and basically we have complete creative control over everything from start to finish. When it comes to filming, we'll get friends of ours to come and film, but we are still there directing everything, making sure we're getting the exact shots that we've had in our head. When it comes down to the editing, I'll do all the editing and the grade. And so what we realize as our end product is exactly how we saw it from the start. And I think that's just something that we work really well with, and we are proud to be able to also have that skill set to put everything together ourselves. So that's just a little... I like that. I like doing that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next slide.
For those of you who have never been on the internet, this is what our channel is on YouTube. It's quite nice. I like it. Don't look at all those other channels on the side. Don't bother about them. Don't subscribe to them at all. Just leave them alone. We're going to bring out a few stats and stuff, so it's fine if you look down at your phones and pretend you're tweeting at this stage. Our channel at present currently has that amount of subscribers on it, and collectively we have that sort of amount of views. There's numbers there that you can see, so I'm not going to say them out loud. We don't really like to brag.
6,632,000.
Take that, Danny K. And So, like I said, we don't really like to boast, but with those numbers, we actually kind of have more subscribers and views than all of those cool brands
Danny K's not on
combined. He's not on there, no. Our channel, surprisingly, somehow, I mean, I don't know how you beat a hot girl in Nando's and a funny man like that, but that's just where our channel's at the moment. We're really proud of that, and we just wanted to share that with you in a non-kind of boasty way, just to kind of show you that. Let's just go back to those 6 million views there, and I should have studied after school. Okay, so basically, at the beginning of this year in 2013, we decided that we really wanted to grow our channel, get our videos out to as many people as we could, which includes collaborating with overseas YouTubers like we did with our animated series and things like that, as well as local people. So at the end of December last year, we had 804 subscribers, which is a guaranteed audience of people that said, we like your stuff, it's not that crap, make more if you feel like it. Our demographic was also heavily male-orientated, which was quite interesting. A lot of bros, clearly. After a lot of hard work this year, I mean, we try to do something that grows our channel every day. It sounds weak, but like that's the truth. We've managed to get it up to 38,000 plus subscribers. And interestingly enough, our demographic has changed as well. We're almost equal. Maybe one day we'll get to the perfect ratio. But it's just kind of interesting to see how it's changed over just the course of 1 year. You know, and clearly our viewership has increased with that as well. It's really exciting, and I think this is the part that I'm most proud of. I don't know about you, Nick, but the cool thing about analytics is that it shows you exactly where people are watching your videos from, what device they're watching it from, things like that. And at the end of last year, I mean, kind of obviously from the first few music videos we did, which were very sort of South African orientated, clearly most of our viewers were coming from South Africa, with the US and the UK like bringing up the rear there. And I'm proud to say that in 2013, it's kind of changed a lot. We're definitely getting far more overseas traffic, which is obviously beneficial in growing a channel.
All South Africans are sick of us.
Why did you have to say that? So, yeah, YouTube. I don't know how much you guys know about YouTube. I don't want to assume you know nothing, and I don't want to assume you know everything. I'm going to try and hit that sweet spot in the middle. Because a lot of people ask us, like, why are you doing this on YouTube, really? I mean, what about, like, TV or other online mediums? Like, why don't you just post it straight to Facebook or Vimeo or Meta Cafe? Or, I mean, there's tons of smaller video sites. I mean, YouTube is one of the top 3 visited sites in the world, like, period. So our argument is, why not put it on YouTube, really? Yeah, there's some crazy cool stats. You were going to say something, Nick, before I preceded you there.
No, but not the stats. I'm distracted by the stats now.
You're distracted by, what if I do this? What if we go back, and then forth, and then back again? Do you still get distracted then?
Yeah, quite easily.
Sorry, we shouldn't be having a personal conversation up here. You guys have paid good money to see a good slideshow. And that slideshow was Graham's.
How's this presentation going so far, everyone? Okay, good stuff. That's all we needed, is a little bit of like unsure clapter applause.
To be honest, Mike has locked the doors, so I think we're going to ask that question again if it's going well, and if you guys would applaud a bit more, that would make us feel better about ourselves.
We'll spring that question when you least expect it. Yeah, basically, you know, as you asked why YouTube, it's only recently that we've discovered how huge of a platform it actually is. We know that the internet is the world, but we haven't, as South Africans, been using YouTube to reach the world. We've always been creating stuff that is still very South African specific. And if a lot of people are creating stuff that is just purely to a South African audience, we're never gonna reach the world, basically. And we've only started realizing that in the past year, and it's amazing to see. We've signed to a network in the States now that pretty much what do? They manage our channel?
They basically manage our channel and nurture it and help it get out to people who wouldn't normally see our kind of videos, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and encourage potential brands who are interested to get involved with us.
And basically for two blatant plebs from South Africa, that's quite an achievement for us. We're very stoked because it's one step closer to being able to do that dream, which is create content that you want to create, when you want to create it, and live off your own content.
Yeah.
And that is becoming so much more of a reality nowadays. For us, we are realizing it, and as we realize it and we start interacting with more YouTubers around South Africa, I don't know, everyone's starting to kind of gather and pull together and just realize the full potential of what we're doing here. It's great. It's very exciting.
I think the stat that excited me the most is obviously, and this is from YouTube itself and Biz Community. I didn't just Google one article, don't you worry. The cool thing is that since 2012, YouTube views in South Africa have increased 80%, which is pretty mental. I think that's awesome. And, as our internet connection speeds and stuff get better, and, people realize that there's a platform there to speak to the world, I think that's only going to get more and more ridiculously high. And, like we said before, we have day jobs. This is our labor of love, We are making money from YouTube, but it's not enough yet for us to both be able to do this full time. But seeing the growth of this year, of 2013, with how our channel's grown, we've set ourselves a target pretty much in the next 6 months to be able to do this full time, to be able to create the content we want when we want it, like Nick said.
So watch our videos as much as possible, because then we'll be able to do it full time.
So Nick's baby can have nappies. I don't need nappies, but if you want to give me sweets, that's fine.
Let's move on.
All right. Now we get to the exciting part, which is when we've been approached. We've done work with a few select brands so far, but I think Nick and I get very excited when people come to us and say, "We want to do a viral video. We want this video to go viral." That's how CEOs talk.
Is that how they talk?
That's Mark's voice to a T. Didn't you hear him earlier?
Yeah, it was very robust.
It was very robust.
Intimidating, almost.
I'm probably doing a little bit of justice to him, talking him up, bigging him up. Anyway, so what is the secret formula to making a video go viral, Nick?
Let's just show them, I think.
Is it Danny K's tears?
We've tried this.
We've tried this.
We've bottled it. We sell it to a few people.
We've bottled Danny K's tears, and we left it in my car, which probably wasn't a good idea, actually, and they went off.
So we harvested a lot of them during when he broke up with, Leanne Liebenberg. We got a lot of that.
Oh, can we say that here?
We can. Can we say that here?
Are you guys ready to love again, though? Because at least Danny is, But that's, like we said, that was a great time. So, is it Danny K's tears? Is that the secret? Is it a budgie and a hat? I kind of think it is.
I'd like to think.
I'd like to think it is. I'd vote for him as president. So, thank you for the courtesy laugh. Do you take change? I'll give you a 50 later. Is there a secret formula to viral videos? Everyone asks us that. Oh, no. No. I truly don't believe there is a magic formula to make a viral video. I mean, like we've said before, there's a lot of factors that go into it, right, Nick?
Yes, a lot of people try to put cleavage in the thumbnail.
Gotta put boobs in the thumbnail. My Danny K impression.
You can't just break into song.
I just did.
We're not at home now. You can't just break into song. We're in front of people, they're watching us, and you can't break into song like that. I really am sorry.
They flew us up and everything.
Basically, from what we've gathered, is a lot of people do try the cheap tricks, and ultimately, what we like to do is we're big fans of the internet, and I think one thing that you can be very sure of, and what we do, is we just watch a lot of stuff online and just keep current with what's happening around the world in pop culture. Being current is one of the most important things. We like to, if we do something, have it obviously tie in with something that's being spoken about and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there isn't really a show. I mean, otherwise everyone would be making a viral video every single day.
Yeah, the viral video wouldn't be like, You know, if every video got 1 million hits, it would be boring, I think.
Truth.
You know, I think that the truly good content will always stand out, and people can see if you're doing something to kind of grab onto something, or if you're doing it out of genuine talent, I guess. Is that the right word to use there? Talent?
You're just saying we're talented now.
I'm saying we're very talented. Can I go back to the 6 million views slide? I don't know. It's quite far back. I don't think I should. But yeah, like we said, you know, there isn't one surefire way. If you set out to go and make a viral video, the chances are you're probably going to fall flat on your ass.
Unless you have Danny K's tears.
Unless you have Danny K's tears. So yeah, pretty much, if you'd like to get hold of us for some reason, maybe to ask for your money back from this talk or something like that, please feel free to harass us on one of those avenues, social avenues. We were told that maybe we should have a Q&A, but I don't know if we should do that.
Well, I don't know.
If anyone has questions, please feel free to ask us afterwards. Come and chat to us over dessert.
And we do apologize for not having any of the videos we've spoken about or shown but it's PowerPoint. Hey.
It's PowerPoint. It's like it's not even Graham spoke about the third age of digital. PowerPoint is from like, maybe not even the first age of digital. I think it was kind of.
That was when like Encyclopedia Encarta was like ruling supreme.
Totally. No Wikipedia then. I mean, if you wanted to do a project, you had to go use the CD-ROM in the school library. I mean, it's
amazing.
My experience.
Cool. So
thank you. Yeah.
Thanks very much for listening to our ramblings. Please check out our stuff if you have no idea what we're talking about and you want to try and make sense of it all. Hope you guys have enjoyed the presentation. There it is. Thank you very much.